it is currently July 6th, and I think that makes it a Saturday. And we're out here running corn rows again, except this time we're wide dropping 32% nitrogen down to the corn. And it's going pretty well. It's my first day doing it, aside from the first trial day we did. We just did a couple acres just to make sure it was running good, and everything seems to be going pretty darn well. This is that no-till field. It's so-so in a few spots and pretty well in other spots. We won't know really until we get the combine through here, but would it have been better to work the ground? Probably. Would we have planted it, or did we have time to work it and still plant it? No, so that's why I got no-till. And actually, all in all, it didn't turn out too bad, but there's definitely some spots that it's wetter in general, and they probably drowned out, and they probably might have either way. But trying to get across as many acres here as we can, talking raining in our couple days. That's just been the story of it. That's why you haven't seen from us. It's been raining 2 inches this day. It rained 2 inches to the south yesterday. We had like 4 inches over. Yeah, it's been crazy. But we're gonna make the best we can right now. We got like 1.5 days before more rain. I got to thinking here that some of you might be new to the channel and might not know what the Y drops are. So I'm gonna hop out here and show them to you real quick. See, the corn's pretty tall for a pull type sprayer. Self-propelled, they're maybe waiting for it to get a little taller and then they're gonna hit it. But basically what we do here is we just attach these drop that come down, and they ride the rows. I'm a little high, but I got some big time rolling hills, so versus putting the boom up down tilt everything, I'm just running it like this. So what you can see here is these hoses run and they rub the corn stalk on both sides, and you can actually see the product line on both sides of the stalk, and we're placing it right where we need it. 30 gallons an acre is what we're doing right now, and it puts it right where you need it. You know, you can see sometimes you get in an odd row and it kind of, the hose will dance a little bit, but you can adjust those. If you wanted to, you could adjust those out farther, but we have really good luck just the way they're set up. So that's the Y drops. I think there's 17 or 18 of them, or 45 feet at a time here, but we love them. Can't say enough good things about it. You'll notice too, just since it's such a rolling hills, I do have my outer parts of my wings up just a little bit. So these do appear a lot higher than, say, the middle ones. The middle ones, you can see the hoses are dragging a lot more, and they're right about at the height we need them. Looks like I got a little, there's an odd row right here that I just came to here on the headlands. Sprayer blight, hard to avoid that sometimes, but with those rolling hills versus picking the whole boom up, because the booms will rock in the hills and whatnot, it protects the sprayers, protects the Y drops to keep them up just a little bit. And they're still right where we need them. They're still down on the base of the stalk. You don't want to be getting them up here on the leaves. You'll burn the corn. So we're still doing a perfect job. That's why I'm doing it like that. We're loading up here batch 2. Depending on how much I put in here, it's going to be 3, maybe a little bit into 4. It's a little muddy in the field I'm going to. We do not have a choice. The corn's probably just about to that V8. Most of it's getting there, if not there. That's when they want you to wait till after that. But the problem with the full types is when it gets after that, you start, there's the tractor starts running it down. You could snap it off. So we do have to hit it right away. We don't have as big of a window as if we had a self-propelled, but we still love the results we get from this. And we just gotta go though with the rain forecast. So, well, we're in this, like, I don't know, 60 to 70 acre cornfield here. I know the second half of the field that I have to do is going to be really wet, so I kind of cheated. I filled the sprayer way up. I think I filled it up to about 1,400 gallons, which it's leaning forwards, maybe 1,350 I had in there. A little drowned out spot there we're going through on this side, you can see. But all in all, the corn's pretty good. You can definitely see it needs the nitrogen. It's so much rain. It's pushed some of that nitrogen down, and it's just the water, it's so saturated, it needs sunlight, it needs nitrogen. So we're gonna give it the nitrogen. What we can control, we can't control the sun, but hopefully it'll help it along. We're buzzing along here at like, kick through this little wet hole here. Well, it's 5.5, 6 miles an hour, and I already buzzed through a couple wet holes where I thought it was going to be drier, and then I thought I'd like suck some down, and by the time I got to these wet holes, I'd be down a little ways. But my first pass, I had to kind of give her through a wet hole, so I'm in danger. It is pretty hard to beat this tractor. The power shift is pretty nice. You can see I went through a little wet hole there versus the quad range or whatever other style transmission. Obviously IVT is really nice too, but you just click, 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 grab some speed, blast through the wet hole, and versus the old quad range when you just click, knocked it over one gear and hope for the best. But this is a pretty sweet tractor for spraying, and it sucks it down really quick. You can see we've already gone down quite a little ways. The sprayer holds about 1,500 gallons if it's full. Like I said, we had about 1,400, and we started right there at that corner of that tree. It's just kind of in the middle of the field. We're going to work down towards the creek, and then we'll start working back towards the end of the road. This is our earliest planted corn, and if you remember last year we had the same problem. We kept getting rain and it struggled to get out there to wide drop, and when we did, it was really, really tall. It ended up turning out really well, but what we have to be careful for is we're rubbing down there at the axle, just the tops of the leaves right now. But if it were to get taller, we were to be bending the stalks over, we run the risk of green snap or snapping off the stalk. So we do have to be careful of that. The height does fluctuate just a little bit through here, but all in all, this corn looks really well, really good. Yeah, it's nice back here. So we're racing. It's starting to get to that too tall stage. Holy, can I talk? And if we get any more rain and it stalls us out for a few more days, that's going to be it. And we still got a good, well, the point that I'm at right now, probably 130, 140 acres to go. It goes real quick, but we need to wait for 4,000 more gallons from the tender truck. So after this field, I'm going to be stuck until the tender truck shows up. This corn looks really, really, really good. Just got out here to look at it. And look at that, look at this. And we're past knee high. Last year we were taller than that, I think, on 4th of July. But for the year we've had, pretty good. Pretty good. We're fighting it. Not going to go down without a fight, but this is one of my more favorite jobs, is wide dropping. It's gorgeous out today, about 75 degrees, 77, and sunny. The corn's going to start taking off now. We need this sun. Haven't seen that in a while. Planting with GPS now, it helps a little bit, but there still is an odd row. What I mean by that is, like we're in this 12 rows of the planter, well, the 12 rows next to us might not line up exactly perfect, and that's the reason we really like these wide drops, is they do kind of flex and bend. They have the little spring there towards the top of the rod or pole, whatever you want to call it, and when you watch it on this side, it's not going to do it now, of course, that I'm filming, but every now and then you'll see the corn stalks kind of moving a little more than normal. Well, that's the wide drops fighting their way into the row that they're supposed to be in, versus the triangle might be lined up right on the stalk, but they have that point. See, they're kind of moving right there. It's finding its way to the right row, versus if you had a knife machine or a disc machine side dress unit, you'd be tearing up corn if you're in that odd row. So unless you matched it up perfectly with your planter, you had the same number of rows on that as your planter, I guess. But or if you had a really good GPS, that's the other thing, but it's very expensive to have that. So that's why we do like these. You probably can't see them, but in that far back corner, the Boston, the 4630, and the Demco sprayer, and there was a few grasses on that first 25 acres because we planted that earlier than everything else, just because that's usually our trial field part, and then the rest of the field is usually pretty wet. And there was some grasses I noticed when I was wide dropping, so he's got a little spray left. He's gonna try to hit that quick. Field done here, and the sun's just about down. There's no the clouds moved in. It was sunny all day. The clouds kind of are hanging out there, but went really well. Corn looks good here. I got 1 2-acre field he wasn't able to get to, he ran out at, and then another field that's got about 5 acres left in it. If I have any left over, I'll run out whatever I have left of the sprayer in there, and that'll be it. And then we're completely out at 32%. We'll have to wait for the next tender truck. Front wheel assist for the win again. climbing uphill I made some ruts. Coming downhill I just full sent it. And I don't think we're even sinking. Well, we're sinking in a little bit here. There's always a little wet spot through there. But I would have gotten buried had I been in the 4630. This thing clawed its way through. So we're just about done here in this little field and move on to the other field. I should be running out here soon. That's the problem. I got that little fresh water, like that additional tank up front. I can't quite see where level I'm at right now. Well, we're in this last field here, and lights are on. You probably can't even tell. I just had them on coming down the road for safety. And I'm literally just waiting for my rate to buzz 0. So go a little wide here to get around this tree that's sticking out. And we can just stay over here. The boom sticks out a little farther than the... There goes a deer. Probably chowing down on some corn there, Bambi. Keep on running. There we go. The boom sticks out a little farther than the Y drop, so it kind of gets in trouble sometimes. Well, it's about 9:15 here, and I'm running in the shop here.